From Los Angeles. Good morning, LaLa Land. I'm Dr. Erin.
Hi, I'm Rob Mack.
And I'm Jasmine. Good morning, LaLa Land. We are streaming to you live Monday through Friday on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and now on Twitter.
And we've got a great show in store. If you want to learn the 4 types of manifesting like I do, you want to watch this show. We also have some incredible women who have used their social media to make a difference in the world and have taken things like cancer to say, no more, we're creating new products. So stay tuned for a fabulous show today.
So excited.
Hashtag Thoughtful Thursday.
That's right.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about the guests.
We're so excited. Good morning. Back in the studio, we have actress, model, and philanthropist Jasmin Dustin in the house, and also an entrepreneur who's changing the game in thoughtful, conscious projects, Erin. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning, guys.
Morning, you guys.
Here at Good Morning LaLa Land, we like to share the successful morning routines of our guests. So tell us, Jasmine, how do you start your day?
Oh boy, I don't know if it's successful or not, but I have 4 dogs at home, so I don't get much sleep. I have a 16-year-old senior dog that gets me up about 6 times a night. So by the time I finally get out of bed, usually about 3 cups of coffee, always. Then I have my avocado and my coffee while I check my social media, of course. And then I get to a class, usually ClassPass. That's usually how I start my morning.
Ooh,
Nice.
What class are you going to?
Ooh, usually spin class or a boot camp, and then occasionally a Pilates class.
Shout out to our Think Rupture Muni Fali.
That's a project in and of itself.
It's like snooze, snooze, snooze. But I have 3 daughters. So it's not about me waking up, it's trying to get them to wake up. And by the time they're woken up, it's a very green morning.
Yeah, well, you're a very conscious, thoughtful person, so there you go. It makes a lot of sense. We're really excited to get back into the studio later in the show and get to know more about you and your products. I now have a new way. Excited to start with something that's thoughtful, conscious, and all natural.
Love that. It's good to smell good.
Absolutely,
Good to smell good.
and feel good about what you're wearing and putting on your body. You know?
I've just worn no deodorant, so I'm really excited to actually find
Interesting.
one. That's
interesting.
And Rob's like, please give her some deodorant. So now Rob's like, thank goodness.
Got a microdose on the deodorant.
So I love the outfit today, Rob,
Thank you.
by the way. He's
Appreciate
always
that.
that sharp.
You guys look beautiful, as always.
Right?
Yeah. What's
absolutely.
going on with you? How did you spend your day yesterday, Rob?
Let's see. I saw some clients, and then I did a chemistry test. Have you guys?
When you say saw some clients,
So might be improving their business, it might be helping them become happier, it might be dealing with like a partner or a spouse.
Sounds like a terrible life.
It's a
I don't
terrible
know how
life.
you do it, honestly.
Really? Yeah.
No, seriously.
Yeah.
And then what? So we heard a little.
So I did
like,
that, and then I did a little sort of pitch or sizzle reel for a new TV show. So there's a TV show in production.
Ooh.
Yeah. So it's through a production company I've worked with before in the past.
But you
And
can't tell,
I
right?
can't. Yeah, it's a TV show that's sort of business oriented, and it's for a major network.
It's a big.
It's a big.
We
it's a pretty
can't
big deal.
say because
Yeah.
it's right. Yeah.
Yes.
So
we'll
we're
see.
just- yeah.
I'm excited. It's fun.
Woo woo!
Yeah.
Rob, yeah, Rob.
Absolutely.
That's so awesome.
What did you guys do last night?
Okay, so let me
a TV show.
let me just say that the whole Bitcoin thing, because we've talked about everybody in my life, is like it's like 2007 again, right before the bubble, where everybody has all this money from Bitcoin. So my friends are like, "Let's go out to dinner again tonight." I'm like, "Okay."
You're paying with Bitcoin Cash, right?
Right? So I'm like, I like this whole Bitcoin thing. Let's go to dinner again. On you. No, just kidding.
Wow.
But we went to this great dinner. I won't say the name because it was extraordinary, but they brought out this one dish that was like octopus, like the whole arm of the octopus. Have you, you know, you get that a lot?
No, I don't know.
Okay, well,
I don't
so
know.
it was a bit
Thanks,
much
I'll
for
pass.
me, and I'm not vegan, but I try and eat very clean and some seafood and da-da-da. And it was just, it was
Oh, doesn't sound as appealing to me, the arm of
The
the octopus.
octopus, right?
Calamari just looks like little cute onion rings. So it's like you can forget about it. It's fine. Like.
It's amazing what presentation will do.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
In fact, I think that's how I tried my first calamaris. I thought they were little mini onion rings. You know, I love a mini deodorant. I love a little mini onion ring. It turned out to be calamari, but hey, I'll take it. It was. It's been a long journey for me. I'm still a little under the weather, but recently I saw the Heal app doctors. And last night, one of our producers here, the Focus TV family, she came over and brought chicken noodle soup.
Oh my
And
gosh.
it was so nice, homemade soup, and it's like soup for the soul. It really is. So grateful to that community here. And it's really interesting because one of our Focus TV family, and his can still be getting this cold.
it's been intense.
It has been intense. So stay rested, stay warm wherever you are. There's also now this crazy storm happening on the East Coast.
Oh my goodness, it's crazy. I thought it was cold.
Around here, right?
Yeah, I kind of love looking at the pictures of the folks back east while I'm sitting here in LA. It's great. Like,
Right?
yeah.
I
Poor
was,
guy,
I was speaking of the flu and getting better this morning. Alarm, and it had already gone through a whole cycle. Like I had not even heard it. I was like, wow, I don't think I've slept that hard since I was like a little kid.
Yeah.
But when I woke up and I, got to the notes today about today's show, I had to say that I literally started tearing up, you guys, because I thought, this is what we do. This is why we're so goofy in today's world, and taking it and making a difference in the world, and taking things like having friends, have cancer and realizing that they need things like healthy deodorant. Like this is what gets me up in the morning. So I just was so touched this morning. I was going through my notes thinking, I'm so blessed to be doing what I do.
We love you so much, Erin.
Yeah, no, but this is such an incredible opportunity to be able to have the platform to tell stories of people who really are making a difference, not only in Los Angeles, but in the lives of people across the world. Really, it's incredible.
Right? How do we deal with homelessness? How do we deal with all kinds of disease or depression? And I just feel like if everyone just did one thing, that we would all, it just would be a better world. So.
Oh wow, such a good point. I heard a story once that Wayne Dyer told. Of course, before he made his transition, he was essentially saying like,
was he talking to you in the middle of the night?
He was talking to me, actually. Yes.
After his transition.
Yes, after his
This was
transition.
before his transition.
I was a little channeling effort going on. We're dead, lying on the sand, and he was walking along, and he threw a couple back in, and most of them were just totally dead. And the guy came along and said, "What are you doing? Why are you doing this?" And he said, "It's not going to make a difference that you do this with all the fish. They're mostly dead." He said, "Well, I'm going to keep trying." And I guess he threw one back in, and one turned out to start swimming again. And he's like, "Well, it made a difference to that one fish." And it sounds like such a good focus on the little things that we can do daily, and Karma Coin is an excellent example.
So excited for that launch, for
Yeah.
sure. So, should we take a break? 'Cause I think we should get back there. We're going to have second segment is all about 4 types of manifesting, which is super excited. I'm excited because Rob just like stumbled on this conversation yesterday, and I was like, no, we need to talk about that on the show. I want to know what my type is, right? It's all about me. No, just kidding.
Welcome to Focus. I am your host, Victoria Simone, and I am here in the beautiful Focus TV studio set with amazing Dr. Trubinsky, along with Wow Moms Jennifer Stano and her amazing partner, Nicole Ziola, along with a valued member of our Focus family, author, influencer, and host of her very own show on Focus TV Network, Rachel McCord. Yay, praise emoji! Featuring her new book, Slay the Fame Game. This issue is filled with amazing people within our local community, including Alyssa Goodman and the launch of her new show on Focus TV, The Alyssa Goodman Show, along with amazing new Waldorf Astoria and its executive chef, Stephen Benjamin. We have travel in this issue, as well as Focus Travel editor Wendy Brokaw-Kretschmer providing an amazing shopping guide for travel to Milan. This issue is packed with additional features, photos, highlights from the new Focus TV network, which is America's first streaming video talk show network. Pick up your copy today. You are going to love it.
It's stuck in my throat.
Go!
Welcome back. Go! First, Jasmin Dustin and the founder of Freedom Deodorant Ears in the back studio. Good morning. So here at Good Morning LaLa Land, we were talking about manifesting our destiny, and we thought it would be really important to set an intention around the year. So we want to know, what is your word for the year? What are you manifesting in your life this year, Jasmine?
Ooh, I would say my word of 2019 would be goals. I want to manifest all my goals, and then possibly start a family.
Oh, wow.
Just little ones.
Just hit 35, so time's ticking.
Wow, that's beautiful. Erin, what are some of your goals, or what is your word for the year, rather?
Strength.
Strength.
I think strength is a really strong word, right? But I think it falls in so many categories. Being an entrepreneur, you have to have strength. In just being inspiring, you have to have strength. Strength is a strong word.
Strength is a very strong word, and on that point, there is strength found in freedom.
That's awesome.
There we go. Yes. Thank you so
awesome.
much.
Okay, great. Well, today, Thursday, wait. Stop. Let's talk about this tomorrow on the show because it's such a great topic. I didn't know there's different types of manifesting.
Yeah, so there's a school of thought out there that basically says there are 4 different types of manifestors. Of course, the one we're most familiar with is like direct manifesting. So that's like taking action and getting things done. And some people just work magic that way. I feel like you're that way a little bit. Are you? I feel like you make a plan and you execute.
I'm more like, I mean, I'm a firm believer in every day taking, you know, steps towards manifesting, but then you have to be lucky if you're in the game. Like, so you're gonna hit kind of like that lottery kind of people flowing into your life, whatever that is, but you've got to be in the game up to stuff, for sure.
I get that. You're a lot that way too, aren't you, Jess?
You know, I really try and just make sure I'm ready. Because I'm open to opportunity and I work very hard, but I might not necessarily have as much of a clear vision as somebody like Erin.
I'm really ready.
Yeah, you always look ready. Always look ready, Jasmine. So that brings us sort of to the second type. The second type is really, they're the type of people that manifest through other people. So it's like they're able to connect with super connectors, or maybe they are a connector or super connector. So things happen through other people, not necessarily through their own action.
Like, you know. Andy's taking, our producer's taking action, but he also, I think it's such a high level of manifesting.
They can read people, they're able to connect with people pretty easily.
And recognize the importance in investing in relationships.
Oh, boom.
It's really not necessarily direct tasks or lists of things to do and checking the mark. It's spending quality time with people who can really make a big difference in your life.
Absolutely.
And only for the purpose of spending quality time and getting to know that person, I think, ooh, what are they going to want from me?
Oh my goodness, that's such a good point, because a huge piece of manifesting is really about non-neediness, like non-desperation. And so all of these, and we'll talk about that at the end, all of these types, you know, all of us are a little bit of a blend of maybe one or two types. There are very few people that are pure. Those are the kinds of people who just have to wait. They're patient, they take action, but they just have to wait, and so it's all about the right timing. And so,
absolutely,
yes.
that's exactly what it is in my life.
Right?
So then, about your energy.
Like faith.
It's critical.
You gotta like live in faith.
Yes,
Live
it's
in
really
faith.
important. I mean, it's
Live in
important for
faith.
all of them, but particularly important for that type.
But and you're like, I've waited so long, is it ever gonna happen?
Yeah, oh my gosh, totally.
And then the next day you're like, I believe, I hope, I expect. Oh my God, my life is falling apart.
Just a little schizophrenic, just a little bit, a little bipolar. You know, it's interesting because I don't like the word patience at all, and so sometimes I use the word presence instead.
I like that.
Just try to enjoy yourself now, and the patience parts take care of itself.
That's a very positive spin.
Reflector is kind of this mishmash of kind of everything, and it's a little confusing, but the idea essentially is that it's kind of
doing the work years ago was that realizing that we're manifesting 24/7. We're never not manifesting.
Wow.
Like that's all we do from a soul perspective. It is constantly, you know, holding and projecting and reflecting and all of the above all the time. The universe is listening to us 24/7, 365 days a year. So
for better or worse.
Right, for better or for worse. And so that was one of the biggest epiphanies.
So powerful.
Right?
Manifestors don't sleep, baby. They don't sleep.
No,
They do not sleep.
You know what's funny is I'm not a great sleeper, and I constantly wake up in the night and I think, what could I be doing differently? What should I have done? What will I do tomorrow? And not necessarily always from a place of worry, but because I'm always thinking about it.
We've talked about that a little bit as well, is that it's not just about the action journey. And we think that we create our lives through action, but it's really about the emotional journey as much, if not more so.
Way more.
Way more. So for me, if I can really believe that and come to see evidence of that in my own life, it's easier for me to rest and relax in the present.
With universal law. So it's so important to feel that, you know, live in faith at all points in time.
I like to have a conversation with the subconscious mind. And if it can let me sleep through the night, you know, I would greatly appreciate that.
That's probably part of the challenge, right? You're always having a conversation with the subconscious mind.
Always.
Always,
I'm
for
never
sure.
resting. I can't turn that off, but it's so important, and we really want to engage the community of people that are watching. You know, that's part of the reason why we have our computers and our iPads here. If you're watching and you want to share with us what you're we're looking for you and what you're doing.
That's so true. I mean, I feel firmly about that. I love that you're inviting people to do that, and I feel firmly that life is meant to be fun, and you're meant to live an abundant life. You deserve that, and sometimes it's just a question of a little tweak here and there.
Right? Like Bitcoin going
Like
up, and then you're
Bitcoin.
just like accept it.
That's a great example.
By the way, that article, if anyone wants to check it out, I'll try and put it in the notes, but it's by humandesignCommunity.com/4 types. So you can look that up if you want more details on that. So I say we get back to these and do one thing, take that on, and the whole world would be the change that you want to see. So stay tuned, you guys.
Thought
we will
Thursday.
be right back at Thought Thursday. Thursday Thoughts.
This is Jack. His mother didn't save his childhood artwork.
She just threw it all away like it was garbage.
Archive is the easiest and fastest way to chronologically store your child's art. Snap a picture, tag it, and store it safely in our cloud. Then share it with friends and family. Even turn it into a calendar, mug, or your very own printed book. Oh, you were gonna make one yourself? Yeah, that's what his mom said.
Archive, available now on the App Store.
Hey, Dr. Drew here, and I am on the HEAL Advisory Board. I got involved with this organization because it's the answer to our healthcare problem. Listen to me. You go to urgent care, you go to emergency room, you are paying for all that equipment, all that infrastructure, you're wasting time, you're exposing yourself to sick people. All you got to do is go to heal.com or get the HEAL app at heal.com. It's the most effective way to get the care you're looking for and the most cost efficient. $99 all in. That's it. And you get a board-certified physician to show up wherever you are, your home, your work, whatever it is, 8A to 8P, 7 days a week, including holidays. And that board-certified individual, that licensed professional, is going to just be paying attention to you and focusing on you and using his or her judgment to take care of your needs in that moment. Go to HEAL. Check it out. You'll see what I'm saying.
And Girl Talk Network at UNITA and El Segundo to help support and empower women, the community. We have 2 flavors with Spa Girl cocktails, Pear and Spa. Those are our signature cocktails. They're low calorie and gluten-free, all natural, nothing added. You can find us at Bevmo and Total Wine in all of your communities. We're thrilled to be here with Focus Magazine today in their December issue.
Hello everyone, I'm Joyce Gerard, creator of the Joyce Miracle Elixir Collection, and I'm happy to say that it's the only collection out there that is not going to have any harsh chemicals, free of parabens, free of sulfates, free of sodium chloride, absolutely cruelty-free, because for me that is super important, and it's made right here in USA. And it's the only line that is going to deliver you the best antioxidants, vitamins, fatty acids, minerals, straight from Mother Nature. I've infused my entire line with buriti, maracuya, moringa, and argan. So you have the buriti, which is the tree of life. You have the argan, which is superfood in the world. So I've combined all these yummy ingredients from Mother Nature and delivered them straight to you, straight to your strands, straight to your face. In all my products, that's the base of it. And the most important thing is that everything is made with love right here at home in USA, straight for you.
And the reason they book me and keep me is because it's more than just training. It's just authentic. And so I think that's one thing I realized that I had my whole life was will. I'm so determined to get to where I want to go. I'm not going to let nothing stop me, not even myself. Right? And I try to tell my clients and people, it's all a mindset. You know, absolutely. You got to really want it. They said, you can change anything, but before you change anything, you got to change it in your mind first. Just because I always say if it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you.
I'm Eden Sassoon, and I own 2 Pilates studios, Eden by Eden Sassoon Pilates. And to be quite honest, I hate socks. But my girlfriend Sally just created a line, Mantra Socks. And to me, at Pilates, you cannot get on my machine without socks. But now, you can get on my machine with the intention. Today, I was shelter. And that is something, that's really what matters, to be quite honest. It's not just about the sock. It's about the intention. It's about what you're giving back and how you're paying it forward. And so for that, Sally, I thank you. And I love Mantra Socks.
Hi guys, I'm Joyce Gerard, and I support my beautiful friend Sally with her Mantra Socks. Look how cute they are. Be Love is my favorite, so go get them. Run and get them on Amazon.com.
Good morning, La La Land. Welcome back. We're so excited today to be here with the gorgeous Jasmin Dustin. Thank you for being with us this morning.
Thanks for having
so much,
me.
Jasmine. So wonderful to have you.
Thanks for having me.
Not only are you one of the hottest up-and-comers in Hollywood,
Smoking hot.
smoking hot.
Thanks, guys.
Max and GQ, you are all over. You have such a big heart in what you're doing, and I'm so excited for you just to be able to share some of that with us. So tell us a little bit more about you. What was your beginning in the arts?
Oh, as I turned 18, I was on the plane to LA. I had my bags packed underneath my bed, came here with 3 suitcases, and that was it.
Wow.
Came here with my high school sweetheart. We rented a car, stayed in a really crappy Holiday Inn. And I ended up just walking Melrose one day, getting my agent that way. Typical LA story.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah.
On a hope and a prayer. On Melrose.
Yep. And then literally a month and a half later, I had a billboard of Fredericks of Hollywood.
Some people would say you are living the LA dream.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. There's been lots of ups and downs, but you know,
So
living
I'm
the
sure,
dream.
I mean, obviously your viewers are watching, they know probably your story, but
Yes.
for other people, like, you are this incredibly gorgeous woman.
Thank you.
Making a difference through a documentary with homeless people. You're doing, and heard your bio, I was like, thank God, we need more women like this in the world. So incredibly inspiring. So it's so inspiring. Thank you so much for all of your work.
And you're actively doing it in Hollywood, which isn't an easy task to do.
No,
Because
it's
not only
not.
are you balancing this giving back, but you're also balancing a career in entertainment. And especially in the current times with being a woman in Hollywood, it isn't easy.
No,
but
it's
you
not.
really have been shining. Tell us about some of the projects you've been working on.
Well, I worked.
We worked on
Yes.
a couple summers ago. It was like camp movie.
Yes, it was amazing.
Yeah.
It's straight out of like a little horror film. It was great on YMCA, wasn't it?
We were on
in Ohio, a tiny, tiny little, I don't even know, what do we call that little campus
It
town?
was a camp.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a camp that's been there for like 200 years in like the middle of nowhere, Ohio. And it was just like being like thrown into a book.
It was great though, we had fun.
We had so much fun. It was such a great time and we're really excited.
I went fishing, I broke into like, I don't even know what it was. We got a little kayak, me and my co-star. I'm like, screw this. You guys are shooting, we're gonna break in, we're gonna get ourselves a kayak and we're gonna go fishing.
In the movie, we're gonna give you guys a sneak peek of it right now.
Oh boy.
Among Us.
Oh geez.
Yeah, it's coming out very soon.
So do you really think I was inspiring?
My neurons are still bugging.
So I was thinking about writing a book on my test patient, you know, story about her fucked up story.
That's great.
Think that'd be something you could help me with?
Yeah, I mean,
Perfect. When can we start?
I think you should clear it with Dean Winters first.
Oh, that's such a creep. But yes, I totally ran it by him yesterday. He actually thought it was a great idea and thought you'd be perfect for it.
Why don't we just talk about it next week?
Next week. You're trying to drive me crazy, aren't you? Office hours this weekend, maybe?
I've got a scene like that. Are you? Do you enjoy it? Does
No,
it feel kind of?
I was like, man, I look terrible.
You have no idea how much that helps people out there.
God.
Yeah.
No, I see that and I think, wow, you are such a stunning, incredible.
Oh, I think I look
presence.
terrible. Nothing like, you know, putting the moves on your teacher, college professor.
So
I didn't go to college, so there we go.
So as Thursday Thoughts,
Yes.
a lot of today we talk about mindfulness. Imagine you've had to overcome some things in your life.
Goodness, of course.
what's that been like?
I don't always wake up looking like this, you know what I mean?
You and Beyonce.
I have been in the career of, I mean, I've been a model since I was yay big, so I get told no every single day. Your nose is too big, oh, you're not tall enough, oh, lose 5 pounds, you know? So, I mean, for my whole life as a model, like skin, you know.
Did you ever want to give up? At any point, did you get to a place where
I didn't, which is really weird. I went through a divorce last year, so I took this past year to kind of travel and do me.
Yeah.
So that was kind of my time to, I guess, take a little break and, you know,
So eat, pray, love
reevaluate
moment.
things.
What
Exactly.
did you learn about yourself during this break and reevaluation?
Oh boy. To do things for you and not for others. Just to do things that make it's. I love to just give back. I love the fame and fortune and the glamour of entertainment industry, but there's nothing better than putting my shit kickers on and walking in van
row, giving back to the homeless. Why is that such a cause for you that speaks to your heart?
I think growing up in New Hampshire, you didn't really see homeless people. So we did see a homeless person maybe once or twice a year. It would really affect me and it would stay with me. So moving to LA and giving them $2 or, you know, a backpack, it's creating a bond with them, you know, creating friendships with them. I know their names, they have my cell phone number, they call me when they need something, you know. When it's raining out, I make sure I get in my car, go get them a tent, and, you know, so it's a personal bond. 42 years, finally in an apartment now, a U.S. vet, and found him probably, I'd say, 4 or 5 years ago in the rain apartment, got him teeth, had his first birthday party, gave him a whole makeover, so it's the whole process.
Wow.
Yeah, it was really great, yeah. It was very, very heart-touching. Yeah.
People out there are like, okay, she's gorgeous and she's the real deal.
Yeah, it's so incredible. What was your childhood like? I'm always amazed by people like you.
For all the elderly at the nursing homes, so I started giving back then. But yeah, my mom always taught me to give back and to help others, so I think it was, you know, I started that at an early age.
Wow, I absolutely love it. What strikes me and inspires me so much about that is just the ability to give without any expectation of reciprocity. And it's a very childlike quality, and it's magnetic. And clearly, it's worked for you.
Yes,
you know?
I love it. It makes me happy. That's what makes me happiest. I could be on a movie set, or I could be, like I said, you know, like in the dirt and, you know, in these scary, not so great locations, giving back, and that's what makes me happiest.
Wow.
So you give, because I mean, obviously you're very authentic. You're up to incredible things, and you're drop dead gorgeous.
Thank you.
So what kind of advice would you give for people out there that want to build their social media, but also have a story, or they want to give back at some level? What kind of tips could you give them?
Oh boy, I think it's just finding out who you are and what your niche is. I'm revamping my social media now, so it's more of lifestyle. It might take a little longer to get my social media up there, but you know, stay true to yourself and don't be a sellout, I think.
What prompted this like rebranding that you're going through?
I just turned 35.
You know what? I love that you're outing your age though, because
35, guys.
In LA and La La Land, so many times women are very self-conscious about actually being honest with their age.
Yeah.
You own that, girl.
Right?
Yeah.
I think it's ageism and women and coming into their power and their sexiness, you know, is so important. Make a difference in the world for sure.
Yes, absolutely.
So I am so inspired by your story. I really am excited to have you back and be involved with all your projects, and just want to say thank you so much for taking the time. And any way we can serve or bring any of your,
I would love you guys to come out and help out one day.
Absolutely, we will definitely be there. Where can people find out more about you and your causes?
You can just go on causeforpause.com and then cause for.
Good morning, La La Land. I'm Dr. Erin.
I'm Rob Mack.
And I'm Jasmine.
America's first live streaming daily talk show.
At 9 a.m. Pacific time on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.
And we have a sexy show for you today.
We have got Will, Leanne, and Gabe in the house. Let's go back there. Hi!
Talk to 4 beautiful, intelligent, conscious women. Clearly, I was miserable the entire time.
She has a TV show similar to your guys.
Ellen.
Yes!
The little peck, come on.
I feel so bad for Jess.
We're live for the people viewing.
For the people.
Wow!
MICKEYMOUSC Club Mickey Mouse on Good Morning
La La Land.
We are streaming to you live Monday through Friday on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Happy holidays.
It's going to be a good
morning, La La Land.
5, 6, 7, 8. We are the Musketeers and we morning La La Land.
from Los Angeles. Welcome back to Good Morning LaLa Land. We have an incredible, extraordinary woman, Erin, who's with Freedom Deodorant in the house. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Gorgeous woman.
I love you. I'm coming here more often. Every morning.
Everyone's excited because they're like, finally, Erin.
Love what you're doing with your product. Tell us more about you, though, and your story. How did this all start?
So it's kind of crazy because it wasn't like, oh, I want to go all organic. Oh, I want to make the shift. It was my friends got sick. I had 3 friends diagnosed with breast cancer within 18 months of time, and 32, 41, 43. So they were young, right? And I'm like, whatever you're drinking, I don't want any.
Right.
And the doctor basically said, start wearing natural products on your body because everything absorbs through your body. And one of the things they said was stay away from antiperspirant. Now, I know that sounds, did you know that antiperspirant is a drug by the FDA?
I didn't know that, honestly, until I read your story.
I thought it was just something that deodorant offered. It was like, oh, thank you, anti-sweat.
Wow.
Absolutely not. It's an over-the-counter drug because it changes the way your body works. It's supposed to actually stop you from sweating by 30%, and your body is supposed to sweat, right?
Hello, right? The toxins, right?
So absolutely. So there's no links. There's a lot of fear mongering out there, But for me, it was just like, wait a minute. If I'm trying to go natural, why am I putting a drug on my body every single day? Right?
Wow.
Right.
So I did the most natural thing. I ran over to my local healthy food store and I'm like, that's it. I'm going natural deodorant. I'm gonna get one.
Good
no
luck.
big deal. Right?
Yeah, I know. My girlfriends and I have been on this hunt for years. Nothing.
I remember sitting in a meeting 2 hours after I bought my first natural deodorant, and I'm like, is that me? So I have to, hey, it's like, why can't it be normal, right? Why can't it be nice? There's so many beautiful things in this world that smell good, and I don't know who thought tea tree should be in every single natural product.
Well, I don't want to smell like tea tree, and what I love about this one is it's very like, ooh, I'm choosing something glamorous today.
Isn't it fantastic?
Absolutely, and I love, I read too that some of the scents you actually purposely tied to products like Prada's Amber, right? And so instead of wearing
Amber, yeah, okay, so our liquid amber is pretty freaking awesome. I mean, it's pretty awesome. So, and it came out as a men's line originally. And I remember somebody smelling it going, God, this smells so good. It's like the best man or the best man you want to be around. So like the woman bought it for herself. I was at the spa going, this is amazing. And sure enough, one of our biggest clients is the Four Seasons.
Right.
Wow. So bergamot mint, our frankincense peach is pretty awesome. It's got a cult following to it.
Such great names too.
So I'm curious to know, because your skin is so radiating. What products do you? Because we're on kind of this is organic, your life story. We truly believe that the universe delivers us even something like cancer for us to awaken to get in alignment with Mother Nature and universal law. Your skin is so gorgeous. What do you do?
I love you, but I think it's an indirect field. Everybody sends you all these great, amazing things. I do try to stick natural. I make my own soap, so I use a lot of things from nature, but I really think it's an inner kind of freedom. When I chose my path to freedom, and that's the name of our product, but it means so much more to me that it's almost like a light turned on.
I love that. So what does freedom mean to you? That's such a great question because it's one of my highest values, freedom.
Really?
And it's evolved over time. Before it meant just the ability to do anything, but it's changed a lot because now it's more of an inner freedom that I sort of want to experience and sort of evolve into. But for you, what does freedom mean for you, and how do you experience the greatest?
I love to be this whole holistic thing, right? But it's really this video. No, I'm kidding.
It's just George Michael.
It was just George Michael. No, freedom means a lot. I'm an immigrant to this country, and I was born in Russia, so freedom was not an option, and that's one thing, being an immigrant, freedom, that's what we all chase, right? 2, I'm a single mom, 3 gorgeous girls, and I'm able to build a business and a brand and have them watch me do that and to live the life that I want, not what somebody else is telling me. That's freedom.
That's freedom.
And to watch my friends beat cancer. And by the way, all 3 of them have beat cancer.
Oh, wow.
Praise emoji.
Okay. So
Praise emoji.
I'm going to use that. And
what do you mean? Freedom doesn't mean George Michael and having sex with anybody anywhere you want.
You know,
what do you mean?
that was my 20s. No, we should have that song playing right now, right?
Yeah.
But I think they showed true courage. And I remember one of my favorite quotes is, courage is freedom. You know, and freedom is courage. They're very interchangeable. And I thought that meant a lot too.
Ancestors from a spiritual perspective. So what does it represent?
Well,
for
that
you?
means a lot since, you know, I definitely have angels watching over me, and I think it's my grandmother, my great-grandmother. I have amazing women watching over me. And I've always believed in that, my godmother, everybody. When I was getting a divorce, so very piggyback on the line. So I was like, is there a tea leaf reader? They're like, yes. And I remember she lifted it up, and she goes, oh, I see a hummingbird. And I'm like, a hummingbird? It was a hummingbird. And she started telling me a little bit more about hummingbirds and the only birds that can move backwards and forwards, and that it's usually the mom that takes care of the brood and builds the nest and everything else. And I'm like, that's exactly what I'm doing right now. Fast forward, when I couldn't find a natural deodorant that worked. And my friend said, make it. And I said, where would I do this? She said, in your kitchen. I said, that's disgusting. I got so many phone calls, so many people wanted this and to try it, that I was like, we're gonna sell this. Like, we're gonna put it out there, but what do we put on top of it? What's on here? And a friend of mine sent me the hummingbird, which was very interesting. It didn't look like this. It looked a little different. And I was like, that's her. Little did I know that 4 years later that this hummingbird would lead me to a whole new direction. Now it's my freedom.
I love that. And your name, I'm a big proponent of spiritual callings for out of names. And even though your name is spelled with an I, era, you're really bringing in a new era of time. It's really a time for women to rise and to, you know, be called to have what we want in the world. So thank you so much for all of your work.
Oh, great team.
And you're a mother of 3 girls.
I am.
Give a shout out to them. Hi, girls.
But you know what? I really want to talk to you guys about natural deodorant, though, because this was a whole new world. Now, you don't wear deodorant, right?
Honestly, like I'm gonna go with it, but I am a big proponent of sauna work. So if I start smelling, I go, oh, I got to do more sauna work. That it's not, your body's supposed to sweat.
So this is not going to stop you from sweating at all.
Okay, good.
You could absolutely keep it going, but it's going to smell kind of nice under there too. So you could get a little closer. You could have a little bit of freedom. You know, raise your exactly. You know, I remember whenever somebody talks about freedom, they always tend to raise their hands, which I think is great.
Yeah,
I know.
But I think it's probably because of not wearing deodorant for a majority of my life. So my body's just gotten used. I think it's almost like you try and restrict something, and your body wants to, you know, do it even more.
So I'd like to buy a case of this and just get a bath.
So it's exactly what you're saying, because I hear a lot that people say, you know, well, I sweat a lot, and I sweat a lot, you know. But the funny thing is, once you go natural, it's the same thing what you're saying. You haven't clogged that up anymore. It's allowing your body to flow. You end up sweating not as much as you think you do. And that's what I hear constantly. It's like, no, I didn't sweat as much as I thought I did.
Right.
You know, this isn't too bad. And sweating is good. We always say, be sweaty, don't be stinky.
Like it's,
you know, and
it's a difference.
It is.
Make sure this in for sure.
Okay, cool. So natural deodorant, the cool part is, it's kind of pasty, right? You could put it on, but you literally, you only need a couple swipes. Try 1 to 2 swipes.
It smells really super good.
1 to 2 swipes,
right?
There you go. And then you take it and you lightly rub it in. And the reason I say that is a lot of people tend to put on deodorant for any kind of deodorant, not just my deodorant, okay? But what I was gonna say was, we tend to put a whole bunch on, and then we put clothes on, and then it's like, well, how come it's all over my clothes? Why do I have white?
I always have deodorant all down the side of everything I wear.
You don't need to. You know why? You gotta lightly rub it in. It's just like lotion, right? This is like a cream, right?
It's so beautiful.
Wow.
So tell the people where can they find the deodorant and where can they find you?
Canyon Ranch, nationwide, 4 Seasons.
But I'm priming you tonight.
And also too, just because it's natural doesn't mean you're not going to be allergic. So always start with a sensitive unscented. That's what I always recommend to people. Because what do you
actually eat this?
You can't. It tastes horrible.
Okay.
My daughters made me try it. They're like, Mom, you keep talking about it. Why don't you take a bite of it? So I did. Bad idea.
Bad idea. Well, it smells amazing. I'm excited to try it out, and I'll give you the recap of he's going to be sending you a thank you letter. And so much for everything.
Can I say something really quick?
Yeah, of course.
We give back to American Cancer. We started from cancer. We bring it right back. It always goes back from our website. Every year we donate to Nevada Children's Cancer and American Cancer Society. That's my 2 cents.
Awesome. So excited. Check it out. Get on Amazon tonight and do it, or wherever. Go treat yourself to a day at the Four Seasons.
Give yourself a little freedom.
That's right. So we're going to be right back, you guys, as we wrap up the day and just stay in gratitude, getting our mind right, our attitude right for Thursday Thoughts. Stay tuned. Live from Los Angeles. Welcome back. Good morning, LaLa Land. We had an epic, amazing, badass women, I call them.
You bad?
Badass women.
Yes. Or
Best
AKA
thing.
Boss Babe. I mean, whatever you want to call
right?
it. Jasmin Dustin, it was incredible. It was so fun to see her latest film, Animal Among Us, and see the documentary she's working on. And thank you for
Jasmine. I mean, she gets like the whole process of what you give out has to be reflected back at whatever level, be it social media followers, be it, you know, abundance, have it just a life that she loves. It's a great, amazing.
Yeah, and what's really powerful about what she had to share was that she gives from a place of such overflowing abundance, and there's no expectation of reciprocity at all with her. I mean, that's like the most powerful place to attract her. It's a great question. It sounds very much like she's a direct manifester. I mean, she had a very clear idea of what she wanted to be and do at age 5, and look at her now. I mean, she's done it all. She's doing more than she probably even dreamed of doing. So, yeah, I would expect that she'd probably be in that spot.
For sure, for sure. And so, what kind of a manifester do you think you are after the whole conversation?
I think I'm a generator.
Generator.
Absolutely.
You're waiting in faith.
Waiting in faith, believing, expecting abundance. That's what I learned from Dr. Erin.
You know what's interesting about this entire conversation? I think I love this manifestational type conversation, and at the same station. So for me, I know, like Jasmine, I'm more of a sort of a generator. So it's easier for me to get in that sweet spot where I feel powerful and confident and at peace when I'm relaxed, totally relaxed. Some people need to be extremely action-oriented to be there.
Or like Erin, she may have it was almost like the, right?
Yes,
so
yes.
Happens in so many different ways.
Oh, and a tea leaf with a hummingbird. I mean, man, and that just all came right together, didn't it?
It's a lot all pointing this way here.
That, you know, it's so interesting because that's been the case with so many of our guests, so many of our special guests. You know, yesterday, Tammy Stronach of the Never to see that because the lives of some of the people that we are lucky and blessed enough to talk to, that's the case.
So true.
But that's the whole point of the show, and why I love it so much, because it's showcasing the dream stories and hearing their trials and hearing their triumphs and hearing how they put it all together. Like, where do you get that?
Only in LaLa Land.
And what's also great, I think, particularly about Jasmine and Erin both, is that you feel their authenticity and you feel and experience them as real people. And I think sometimes it's easy to be on social media, to watch movies, and to think that these people are almost like fictional characters. But when you get to have them in and talk to them directly, it gives you an entirely new experience of what it's like to dream.
It's all about dating, love, and relationships.
Yeah, so we have a really fun special guest, Iggy Rodriguez. He was last seen on last season's Bachelorette, also The Bachelorette in Paradise, so it'll be really fun. He's talking about bromance and business, so that'll be really fun.
I gotta make sure I get my suit game up for tomorrow.
Yeah, what are you gonna wear? What are you gonna wear tomorrow?
Shiny, man.
It's always like the dating day. Let's see, what am I gonna put on?
Right? It's like the Four Seasons. Yeah.
Hands up.
And we also have some questions that have come in through Facebook on dating also. So we're going to talk about that. One gal asked about how long should you take before you date after you get divorced? And I don't think that there is a specific answer on that, but I think we can ask and have that conversation and think about some of those questions on there. Your questions so we can bring them up. So Monday is motivation, Tuesday is transformation, Tuesday about health and wellness, Wednesday is about wealth and leadership and career and money, Thursday is about thoughtfulness, so your mind, your attitude, all that kind of stuff, and then Friday is about dating, love, and relationships. So great time to do Q&As and everything around that, right?
Yeah, send the questions in. We have all the answers.
Yeah, we know everything.
I have no answers, but I'll help you figure it out.
Yes, and we know people that can give you the answers.
Yeah, and the expert of the day can give whatever, right?
Absolutely.
And so, what do you guys think about the doing the dogs? The cause for pause?
Oh, we got to have the dogs in.
Right?
Absolutely, yeah.
I don't even want to have the dogs in. I want to go with Jasmine.
Oh, no, I'm good.
So
yeah.
you guys don't have dogs, so are you thinking you might want to rescue one yourself?
Actually, I do have 2 dogs.
Oh, you do? Oh, yeah, back at your home.
I do. But they are now living with their grandma in Michigan. They're happily ever.
We need Zoe around more. We haven't seen her as much. We need you, Zoe. We need you back in the house.
Absolutely.
ASAP.
Yeah.
So on that note, you guys, I think we should bounce out because we got things to prepare for tomorrow and all that good stuff. Anything else you want to say about today?